just really seeing things shift, and as we're navigating these current energies, all you can really do is laugh, okay? But as you guys know, I've been saying this forever. But social media is for business, okay? So if you have not turned your social media into your own business, it is time for you to take the spotlight, okay? It is time for you to take your shine and blast it for everyone to see, okay? I always look at social media as a way for me to promote and to sell and to connect with my ideal clients, because at the end of the day, money loves me, okay? And so as we actually show up online, we are sharing what it is we have and allowing people the opportunity to connect with our services and to receive their actual transformation, okay? So when we have this mindset when it comes to social media as a way to network with our people, it's also good for us to look at things from a perspective of how can we take things to another level, right? And this is where you got to see what are you currently doing now and what could you do to improve, okay? Um, this is how we actually look at ways to improve our business, is by showing up, really taking it to another level, and understanding that, growth happens when you are constantly moving things forward, when you're constantly taking action, when you're constantly going ahead, okay? I believe that people uh, are really showing up online because they know the value that they bring, okay? So when I'm speaking to hairstylists, right, and this is why I focus primarily on hairstylists, is because I know this industry so well, and I feel like this is the pivotal time for this shift, okay, to where we're coming out of the whole chasing energy and getting to the receiving, okay, getting into the point of business where we're allowing ourselves to put things into proper perspective and also put things in place that can help us to build a business to a large scale, okay? So having a coaching business is really a business that requires your full attention to detail, your ability to learn how to articulate your message, the value you bring, by you really building the brand and really telling a story, sharing the process. But oftentimes this can take you understanding, hey, I want to go to this next level and I'm going to just do it. I'm going to show up. I'm not going to allow anybody to define what that looks like for me or how I should show up. And it's kind of interesting because as we move through social media, the online business space, it is ever changing, it is ever evolving, and things are always moving, okay? So my thing is, this is how we get to really increase our self-awareness and really build upon our future, okay? So being very intentional with where and how you're spending your time and energy. And really, I was talking with a client today, and I was like, the she was, sharing just, her really connecting with her friends and, getting up and taking going to like hot happy hour and going out to lunch and things like that. And I was, just share with her because she was like, I believe that you should get out more or whatever. And I was sharing with her, I said, I'm at a point in my life or in my journey where if I'm going to be doing those type of things, I would rather meet up with people that we can actually share about business, talk about business, right? Have something that is going to actually be intentional, purposeful, meaningful. And not to say that, I don't enjoy other people's company, but to me, what she was describing is like, I can do that all by myself and have the most amazing time. Like I can go and, out to eat and enjoy my own company. And it's just like, yes, having good supportive people around, good loving people around is important. But I also believe that there is a time, a space, and a place for all of those things, right? So this is about understanding, even like when you're, focused on building your business to another level, you have to have the patience to actually create your actual team, right? Because even now, working with my team, that requires a lot of my own energy and support and guidance. And so, I just feel like when you're in a certain season in your business, like it's such as building your community, scaling a team, or growing or developing your team, then a lot of times you really have to allocate your time and energy. And honestly, like I just don't feel no way about moving alone. And this is how you got to be able to be okay with moving alone. Like this is where you get to claim your spotlight. I feel like your ability to be okay with going alone, being alone, and leading yourself forward is also a part of it. And I think that's something that most people don't really understand because they think you should be, it's almost like they think you're missing out on something. And I'm like, no, I'm perfectly fine. I'm not missing out on anything. Like I would rather be actually to myself, working on my business, working at the salon, just doing things that I know is things that I truly, truly want to do without those outside interferences or distractions that are really not leading me to anything, right? Like if I want to go out and to eat and do whatever, even like to a concert thing, like I do those things by myself and I can enjoy. I have the best time. You know what I'm saying? And most people think that's weird, but it's like, no, like I love that I value my peace. I love that I value my own ability to be in my own energy and to really, create my own thoughts and formulate my own ideas and bring my creations to life. Okay? And so this is the level of focus that you often are called to when you're building a business at this level. Like you have to be okay with being an individual, right? You have to be okay with not, with not keeping up with what, is everyone is doing. Like you're a trendsetter. You're actually out here, paving a new way and creating your own lane. So it's like oftentimes that creates that involves you being original, right? You actually, seeing things from a unique perspective, and that, you just have to move forward in a way where, like, okay, I am building something here and I have to protect that. I have to really, make sure that I'm doing the right things to be in alignment with that. And, it just is what it is. So, I love it, I love how I get to move forward in my business and really, do things on my own terms. And that's what a real leader and a real CEO, does. Like, I don't really see a lot of the high earner, top earning people just always, you know, I don't know. I'm not even really saying I'm just really focused on myself. So I'm looking at the fact that, you know, I'm building my business and I'm working with clients who are seeing the transformations from, you know, joining Rise to Millions. And I'm really excited because we are really dialing in on what it takes to build a $1 million brand and how to really stay focused and to build a coaching business. Okay. Now, there are many components to building a coaching business, but as you guys know, like really being clear on what you do and what you offer, and then getting those offers into the hands of the right people is essentially the basics, right? It's essentially what your goal is. So again, the more you show up, the more you talk about your offers, the more that you know, share your story, share, you know, your transformation, talk about your client wins, and talk about the things that are happening, you know, behind the scenes or in your world, then you will realize that, you know, things are amazing. But you there's something that is pure and lighthearted and even joyful about you living in your purpose. Okay? I feel like having a coaching business is all about purpose. It's all about you being in alignment with your soul, you actually doing what feels authentic and naturally to you. And it's like when you're building a business at this level, it really does really transform you. You see yourself bloom. You see yourself grow. And so when you're releasing those old ways and adopting new habits and new behaviors to be a match for this level of business, to be a match, to be a leader, to help support others at this level and at this scale, then, you know, you become really, I will say hyper focused, hyper focused on what it is that you do, because again, it's something you love and you enjoy, so you want to continue to show up for. It's not like this feels so tough and hard or anything like that. This is more like I really love what I do, and I can literally talk about this all day, every day. Like I can literally talk about this and show up and talk and talk and talk. So, you know, again, so this is about focusing on your purpose and aligning with what works for you. I'm not here to tell anybody on what they should do. I am only here to be an example and to share my insight and what has worked for me and my clients, and to show, you know, what is possible when you really do take your business to the next level and you allow yourself to be an open channel, to be you know, even a messenger, like to be someone, to be a guide. Like, as you guys know, like I am a guide, you know, like I'm someone that is able to, you know, pick up on things and then also create solutions, right? Especially like inside of my membership, the Evolution of You membership. Like just the other day, and this happens just quite often, right? But I just was saying how like I literally came up with like 3 master classes, you know? So just me really getting these ideas that pour in naturally, and then, you know, being able to create and build that inside of my membership. It's like, guys, you guys are getting access to a wealth of information that, you know, will help you to navigate this level of work, and then just you being able to go through your own development and to actually scale your business to millions, right? Because that is the goal. We're here to make profit. We're here to make money. And like I said, social media is business. Okay? So if you are not taking your social media to that level where you're like, I'm going to take my brand serious, I'm going to actually take, how I show up serious, I'm going to actually promote seriously, like, this is where you got to really look at this stuff and evaluate. Where is your focus? Where are you showing up? Are you promoting? Are you marketing? Are you telling the people about what it is that you can can help them with? This is just about you showing your commitment, and then building your business in a sustainable way. Are you building a business that feels sustainable and that feels authentic and true to you, right? So that is pretty much what I wanted to share about this stuff, guys, is that you get to be an embodiment of your work.